Welcome to this week's edition of Appleseed Legacy. My name is Gordon Spicer and I'm here to bring you the good green news. Lots to cover this week, so let's go. In business news this week, Autoblog.com has reported that Google's new project, Sunroof, will make it easier for consumers to decide whether or not to get solar panels. The new database measures the amount of sunlight coming to your house. From www.greenbiz.com, US cable giants such as Comcast, Dish Network, and AT&T are making major progress in their move to become more energy efficient. By reducing the energy consumption of set-top cable boxes, they were able to cut carbon emissions by 3 million tons last year. In similar news, EnvironmentalLeader.com has reported that Hormel Foods was able to cut their greenhouse gas emissions by 60%. This by replacing two of their high-emission coal-fired boilers with more energy-efficient steam generators. The sizable reduction in emissions won Hormel the Environmental Sustainability Best of the Best Award for 2014. In other news, BreakingEnergy.com has reported that the Environmental Protection Agency in the US is challenging the oil and gas industry to further reduce their methane emissions. The challenge is part of the Obama plan to reduce emissions by 40 to 45% below 2012 levels by the year 2025. Also this week, Autoblog.com has reported that the battery pack for the 2016 Nissan Leaf will have a driving range of 110 miles. This marks an increase of 25% over the 2015 model. You know what? It doesn't stop here, and it's all good news. In science news this week, EP Online has reported that the Nuclear Regulatory Commission has stated that the environmental impact for spent nuclear fuel and radioactive waste will have very little effect on groundwater in the Yucca Mountain region. In other good science news, Phys.org has reported that researchers at MIT and Samsung may have found a way to make rechargeable batteries safer and longer lasting. Their findings suggest that the use of a solid electrolyte, rather than the more commonly used liquid electrolytes, would improve both battery life and safety. Also from Phys.org, Mexican researchers have developed an oxidation process that removes hormones and contaminants like endocrine system disrupting compounds from drinking water. This process could be added to current water purification programs to reduce the risk of health problems. Meanwhile, CollectiveEvolution.com has reported that the Dutch company Plant-E has found a way to generate sustainable electricity from plants. Their aim is to provide renewable energy to the 1.4 billion people in the world who have no access to electricity. In other science news, GreenTechMedia.com has reported that wind energy has the potential to replace coal as the primary electricity source in the United States. Enough suitable land is available for wind turbines to supply all of the nation's electricity needs. With news like this, we are going to win the game. Check out our mission at AppleseedLegacy.com. Jump into our newsreaders too, updated daily. Check us out. In society news this week, Inhabitant.com has reported that Greenpeace thinks solar power might help to pull Greece out of debt. It is reported that 60% of people in Greece struggle to pay their energy bills, and installing solar panels across the country would help to create jobs and reduce personal energy expenses. Meanwhile, NewsTimes.com has reported that one school in New Fairfield, Connecticut is installing solar panels in a move to save money and make their school more green. The decision to introduce solar power is one that could be repeated in school districts across the country. In other news, TheGuardian.com has reported that the Catholic Church in the Philippines has joined the 1 Million Against Coal campaign in an effort to pressure the government in the Philippines to reduce reliance on coal and become more sustainable and renewable. Also this week, PressHerald.com has reported that Belfast is in the middle of a green renaissance. The once industrial city is making an effort to become more environmentally friendly by installing solar panels, cleaning up its waterfronts, and creating more walking paths. In related news, Singapore is determined to transform itself into the planet's greenest city. CNBC.com reports that the city has set a number of goals for sustainability that outline everything from the percentage of houses within walking distance of a park, the number of cycle paths, and even the recycling. In technology news this week, GreenBuildingElements.com has reported that new technology in building materials are making energy-efficient windows more accessible. The use of technologies such as electronic switchable glass allows buildings to darken the tint of the window and thus reduce heat transference. In other news, news.google.com has reported that the shower of the future uses smart technology to allow you to take a leisurely shower while reducing overall water consumption and electricity use. Also this week, phys.org has reported that solar panels could become more efficient and cost-effective with the addition of a hydrogel antenna. The antenna wouldn't be like the one on your radio, but rather would be a thin film that coats the top of each solar cell, increasing its overall efficiency. In related news, scientists at Binghamton University and the Paul Jude Institute in Berlin have developed a crystalline film that will increase the efficiency of solar cells as well. Also, it will help flat panel displays and other electronic devices. According to phys.org, the new film is more conductive and transparent than current technologies. Thanks for joining us this week and every week. At Appleseed Legacy, our mission is to make significant surgical changes to the environment through business, science, society, and technology. We've been in business for a few years now, and with our staff and an army of volunteers, we are going to get there. Join us on this mission. Tell your friends, and check out our website, appleseedlegacy.com. In 2015, our mission will be expanding significantly. Why don't you hop on the bus? We are going to win this game, the good green game.